Today we're going to be talking about points, lines, and planes. So first let's start with some vocabulary. So a plane is a flat surface with no thickness which extends in all directions without end, and this contains infinite lines and points. So this is an example of a plane. There are different points within the plane, and then we can draw lots of different lines within this plane. So let's think about how do we name the plane? And we use 3 letters to name the plane. So you can take any 3 points within this plane and put them together to name the plane. So there's lots of different examples here. This is only a few that we could come up with. So all of these are referring to the same plane. So coplanar means that figures lie in the same plane. So we have a line here, there's a point here. So I can say that line AB is coplanar to point C because the line and the point are all within the plane. Parallel lines are lines that lie in the same plane that do not intersect. So usually parallel lines are have the little arrows for the notation, so you know that they are parallel. So what this means is that line M is parallel to line N. And just to think back to your algebra days, 2 straight lines, that means is parallel to. Sometimes I like to just remember that there's 2 L's in parallel and then it looks similar to the notation, so that's how I just remember that one. So remember, parallel lines will have arrows. Parallel planes are planes that do not intersect. So this means that plane M is parallel to plane N. So think about if you had 2 sheets of paper, right? So you had one sheet of paper and then another sheet of paper, and you're just kind of holding one on top of the other and without intersecting. That would be an example of parallel planes. Intersecting planes are planes that intersect along points in a line. So clearly, plane M looks like it's being like cut in half by plane N. And we want to look at the point in which they're intersecting, the point or line. So there's a line right here labeled with points AB. So we can say that plane N intersects plane M at line AB. So I'm just going to use my notation. So line AB. Okay, so skew lines are lines that do not lie in the same plane and do not intersect. So let's look at line DE. So if I say line DE, and I'm going to say it is skew to line BF. So if we look at these 2 lines, DE is up here and is the intersecting line between the top plane, so plane ACE, and this side plane. And then this line BF is down here on this bottom plane. And think of this as a cube, right? So like this top line is never going to intersect this bottom line. And also something that you need to know is for skew lines, they cannot be parallel. So can't be parallel. So always think like 3-dimensional to determine if lines are skew, because sometimes it can get a little bit confusing. Okay, so if 2 planes intersect, they intersect in exactly one line. And through any 3 non-collinear points, there is exactly one plane. So really, all you need is 3 points. 3 points, if they form a triangle, they could form a plane. Okay, so really to make a plane, all you need are 3 points. So let's look at number 8. So we're going to name the plane that is the top of the box, but 5 different ways. So let's look at the top. Okay, so the top of the box is right here. So all we need are 3 points to name that plane. So I can use point A, B, F as one of them. I can use B, A, E as another one. I can use B, F, E as another one. I can also use A, E, F. And also you can see there's a little M right here, so we can also label it as plane M. So next we're going to be looking at parallel planes. So if I look at ABF, which that's the plane that I highlighted on top, ABF, we want to figure out which plane is parallel. So remember, you're thinking of if you had 2 sheets of paper and they weren't touching, they were one on top of the other, that would be parallel. So ABF would be parallel to DCH, which is your bottom plane. So ABF and DCH. So it's like the top of the box and the bottom of the box. So those 2 planes would be parallel. So if we look at plane ABC, ABC is going to represent this side right here. So I color that. Just it helps me see sometimes when I color code things. I recommend you do the same. So now I'm in a sense looking at the left side of the box. So that would mean that the right side of the box would be parallel. So that would be this side. So we can name that plane using any of the 3 letters or points that we have here. So I'm going to label the blue plane E, F, H, using E, F, and H. So lastly, ADG, we find those letters, ADG, that's going to represent the entire back of the cube. So we're looking at the back of the cube, the parallel plane would be the front of the cube. And if you have a cube or a dice in front of you, that may be helpful to help you visualize this. So ADG is the back. The plane that's parallel is this one in the front. And I just need any one of these letters, 3 of them, to name the plane. So I'm going to label it BCH. Now we're going to look at intersecting planes. So ABD is right here. So ABD looks like it's this side wall right here. So that was the red one. And we want to figure out where it intersects with CHG. So CHG is this bottom plane. So we want to figure out where the red and the yellow intersect. And hopefully you can see right here that there is a line. It's kind of like the edge. If they share this same edge, that's going to be the line where they intersect. So that would be line CD. You can also label it line DC. Either would be correct. So let's look at the next one. So where does plane AED intersect with FHG? So AED, so here's AED. This is the back plane. Just going to make a note because that one's not color coded. So that's kind of the back side of my box. And then we're looking at FHG. So FHG is the blue side of the box. So we're trying to figure out where does the back side of the box intersect with the right side of the box. And there's an edge that they share, and it's right here. So EG is shared with the back, and it's also shared with the side. So that's going to be our answer. So these two planes intersect at line EG, and again, you could also label it GE. Looking at number 12, we're going to look at points AH and figure out if they are collinear and if they're coplanar. So remember, collinear means that they lie in the same line, and then coplanar means they're on the same plane. So if we look at A here and H over here. So remember, if you have any 2 points and you can draw a straight line through them, that means they're collinear. So they are collinear, and then 2 points are always coplanar. If we look at A, D, and F, and we're going to figure out if they're collinear and coplanar. So A, D, and F, think about whether or not they are on the same line. So A and D look like they're collinear, but D and F could be collinear if I drew a line from D to F, but all three of them together are not collinear. So determining whether points are coplanar can be somewhat confusing. So just remember that any 3 points are always coplanar. Coplanar. So this answer is yes. Okay, so you only need 3 points. If those 3 points form a triangle, they're coplanar. Now let's name all the points, or I'm sorry, all the lines parallel to line BF. So BF is right here. So we want to name any line parallel to line BF. So that means they're not intersecting. So that means BF and AE are parallel. So we have line AE. So we have this back line right here. And then CH is also parallel to BF. So line CH. And then we also have one more. So down here we have DG. So DG is going to be parallel to BF. Next, we're going to name all the lines that are skew to BF. So I'm going to go ahead and make BF a little bit bigger, just so we know what we're looking at. So this is the line we're focusing on to determine all lines skew. So remember, lines that are skew are not parallel, do not lie in the same plane, and do not intersect. So if we look at line DA, DA is all the way over here. And think about if you had a cube or a dice sitting in front of you, this line and line BF are never going to intersect, and they're definitely not parallel. So one of the lines that is skew to line BF is line DA. Another one, we look at this line right here, this edge. Okay, this one's going to go on and on forever this direction. This one's going to go in this direction. They're not going to intersect, and they're not parallel. So we can say line EG is also skew to BF. There are 9 more lines that are skew to line BF. So see if you can name them all. Okay, something you may not have thought of were the diagonal lines. So if we look at A and H right here, HA, if I draw a line between these 2 points, okay, it's never going to intersect, and it's not intersect with BF, and it's not parallel to BF. So if you were confused about why are there 9 more, you were probably not thinking about the diagonal ones. So those were a little bit tricky. Now we're going to do some practice. So we're going to give 2 other names for line PQ. So remember, the 2 arrows at the top mean that's line PQ, and then 2 other names for plane R. So let's go ahead and highlight line PQ just so we know what we're looking at. Let's find it on the diagram. So one way to name that same line is to just switch the order of the letters. So we can label it line QP. And then if you notice, there's a little N right here. So we can also label the line as line N. The plane is going to be this whole thing behind, or that I'm highlighting in green. So they're naming it plane R. So remember, we can use 3 points to name a plane, any 3 points that are in that plane. So we can name it plane SVT. So we have SVT. We can label it plane PTV. So that's PTV. And just remember that if the order of these letters are different, it doesn't really matter. It's going to name the same plane. So now we're going to name 3 points that are collinear and then name 4 points that are coplanar. So remember, when you have collinear points, this means that they lie on the same line. So if you look at these points, S, P, T, they lie on the same line. So those 3 points are collinear. So now I'm looking for 4 points that are coplanar. So if I want 4 points, I just need to choose 4 points that are within my plane. So what do you think those 4 points are? S, P, T, V are all on the same plane. So those 4 points would be coplanar. Let's look at letter C. Give 2 other names for line DE and plane C. So if we're looking at line DE in the diagram, it always helps to highlight it. We want to give it 2 other names. How would you name line DE? So one way to rename it is just by switching the letters. Please make sure that you use the notation at the top. I know it's something that's very small, but it's informing everybody that this is a line. And then on that line, there's a little R next to it, so we can also label it line R. Now let's move to the plane. We want to name plane C, which is represented right here, 2 different ways. How would you do that? So remember, you just need 3 points to name a plane. So D, E, F are on that plane. A, E, F is another way to name the plane. Now we're going to name 3 points that are collinear and then 4 points that are coplanar. So what do you think, or which 3 points are collinear? So points D, A, E are collinear because they lie on this same line right here. So if I chose B, A, D, that wouldn't work because B and A are on the same line, but D is on a different line. And you can't really draw a line through any other 3 points besides these 3. So now let's look at coplanar. So we're going to name 4 points that are coplanar. Go ahead and do that now. So points D, A, E, and F are coplanar. So you may be wondering why I'm not choosing R or C. So this plane can be labeled plane C. This R belongs to the line, so that's why we could also call this line R. There's no point. So the points will always have little dots next to them. So that's how you know whether or not it's a point or whether it's just a letter that's going to be used to name a plane or a line. For your summary, you need to answer the essential question, which is, what is the difference between collinear and coplanar? So go ahead, review your definitions for collinear and coplanar, review some of these examples, and we'll talk about it tomorrow.